It was a cute idea. But what stopped them from progressing was our churches. We knew our history and our Constitution. So they set out to destroy those things. Well, that's when they doubled down on social justice. Please, please, I beg of you, I beg of you, find out about social justice. Find out about collective salvation. Is there a reason why the Congressional Hispanic Caucus this weekend, President Obama was speaking, and he said, we all know that we're all endowed with certain unalienable rights. You notice he left out, we are all created equal. He said, we're all created equal and endowed by
our Creator.
He left that out.
Shocker.
Now, why would you leave that out? You've got two teleprompters.
That's good.
It's a very good one.
Progressives knew to destroy our churches. Progressives also knew that we loved our founders. We loved them. We had never ever heard that our founders were just rich white people that were slave owners and only cared about their money. We had never heard that before. It wasn't until after Woodrow Wilson, 1924-ish, that the first book was printed with that in it. They began to dismantle our love for the founders, destroy our history, because that kept us pegged in faith and the truth of our founders. They were amazing people. And then our Constitution, which was 1920, Harvard University, they decided we're going to start studying case law and not the Constitution, the Constitutional Convention. What does that do? That allows you to progress past the Constitution. What was the original intent? Doesn't matter. It's a whole dusty document back there. What was the last case? That's the time bomb that they created. So I said 18 months ago, if that's the truth, we must do this.
Restore.
I only have the instruction manual on my set every day. You know the truth of history. You have hope. Hope is the truth. You can go to a doctor, you can riddle his cancer, and the doctor says, oh, don't worry, it's the sniffles. That's false hope. Hope comes from the truth. By restoring our history, it gives us hope. And our Constitution, let me ask you something. Is it a coincidence that we're the most industrious people ever? That we are people that are entrepreneurs and we create wealth, not just here, but all around the world, unlike any other nation in the history of the planet? And we are also the most charitable people? No. What gives us the ability to create and give? It is the Constitution. Charity. We must restore faith, hope, and charity. We must look for those things and restore them. They were taken from us, destroyed, restored. It's like this pyramid. The pyramid. This is actually about 15 months ago. I was thinking, how do I put this back together? Because it's all in pieces and everything is all upside down. Well, you have to look how it was built. What is the basis? What makes us charitable? And people, when I talk about God, a lot of people get uncomfortable. Get over it. I think people are uncomfortable because they say, who's God? Well, let me just go to Benjamin Franklin, because he was asked that question by the president of Yale University. What is the American religion, Ben? It's easy. There is a God. We're going to meet him when we die. You should read a little something about him, because sometimes he gets a little pissy. I'm paraphrasing.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
The best way to make sure he doesn't, send locusts in your pants or whatever is to serve him. And the best way to serve him is to serve our fellow creations, to serve our fellow man. We didn't just magically become the most charitable people to ever live. Our American religion teaches us there is a God. We're going to be held accountable. The best thing we can do to have some chips on the table so when we go up and we're like, no, wait, can I state my case? Is that we help each other. And if you believe in small government, charity is a must. If you believe in small government, I'll tell you, if I may go off preacher, I'm going to Satan. Satan always does the same thing. He perverts the truth. He takes a little bit of the truth and then mixes it with lies. So here it is, gang. What's the truth? There are millions of Americans that cannot make ends meet. There are millions of Americans that are unemployed. There are millions of Americans that are old or young and starving and having a hard time. There are millions of Americans that need help. If we don't do it ourselves, the government must. Let's put the government out of business by helping people ourselves. We believed in God, so we became charitable. And what we couldn't do was this little piece. The government can do that, because we as individuals can't. That's the way the American government was set up. This is what they perverted it into. The government has the biggest block at the top. Charity doesn't exist. It's now social justice. And the government tells you what it is. And you can do your little God thing. I mean, whatever. Shh. Little box around here, a big line. Shh. Quiet. Refuse to be quiet. We're not talking about church. Church is on Sunday. God is 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I've been doing faithful charity now. And restore history, constitution, and our churches for 18 months, and the media still doesn't get it. They still don't get it. I mean, I'll speak slowly. And we're the dumb ones.
Does he do that regularly?
Ain't that complex, guys? Yes, I know, but I can't follow it because I'm always looking for pipe tobacco. Why is it they can't figure it out? Is it because they're stupid? No. Is it because that they're blind? No, I'm the one going blind. No. It's that they don't believe in the intelligence or the power of the individual. I played some audio of Cass Sunstein. This is the spookiest guy. Cass Sunstein, everybody laughed at, right? A lot of Republicans voted for him because he's very smart. Went to Harvard, went to talk there. He's got a tweed jacket. By the way, do you know the first president that we ever started listening to people in tweed jackets? Woodrow Wilson.